Hello everyone, welcome to a new video update for Bitcoin price prediction and based on Elliott Wave analysis, of course. And today with the deep analysis, I want to go deeper a little bit in this part of the chart again, because I still see a one more last chance for the bulls to come back to higher prices, of course. But however, what I think that we're gonna range even much more longer still here in the wave 4 than we think. Okay, so stay around. We're gonna see, of course, several things that is gonna show us some indication, of course, that we might reverse here as well, but not really even go higher. Possible, of course, to go higher. So if in case this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it's still valid, as we can see on our 15-minute chart, right? So if we want to make just a fast view here, what's going on. Yesterday in my video, I told you, of course, this is our last chance, and we were touching exactly this fib level. So as we can see now, we have got a retracement, right? However, this is still corrective. We cannot say that the prices went lower, went higher now, so it's just correcting. If you remember yesterday, I told you I saw more signal here that actually the signal that I got is that, okay, more new buyers came in. However, the numbers of the buyers were almost the same number of the sellers entering the trade here from the beginning. So here, so the numbers of the new buyers that has entered now on my indicator says that, okay, we have created a balance now only between here and here. But I consider it bearish because, I mean, not really bearish, but just like neutral or holding the things, because this one was a much higher, like 4 times than this, to get this upside trend. Therefore, yeah, the things now are like that. Okay, it's gonna hold on. The buyers got in, but not really to get bullish, right? Therefore, if more sellers get in now, today, tomorrow, and at any time, they can break it again, all right? They can break it again. Very simple, okay? So now it's just a balanced thing that it is. Now, if more sellers comes in, maybe again, other buyers will come stronger and stronger. So, the things are, the new things that I would like to mention in the deep analysis on the daily chart here, we can see something very interesting is that this wave here is 3 waves towards the downside. I can see clearly, for example, here an impulse 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? We can see anywhere where it could be possible as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be possible. This is not, but you need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one here, this pattern, look 3 waves corrective. Therefore, I think this is not an impulse. This cannot be impulsive, and it's not even possible to get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, because, I mean, the possibility is very low, because if we take now the fib levels from here to here, this is your 0.38. It did not even touch it. So, considering that this is a 1 and 2, the wave 2 could not touch the minimum required level for 0.38 fib level. Therefore, I think this is gonna continuing as 3 waves corrective. Now, looking at this 3 wave corrective inside a lower time frame, so considering that this is my B now, okay, what do we get here is on the, here we go. this is a count that we saw on the daily now. It's an A, finished impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat for a correction, finishing B, and then an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, in case that we have touched the 886. Therefore, I say that a big chance is still existing for higher prices, and a big chance that we don't break this low. I'm gonna tell you why and exactly why I think that the bear scenario is not a high possibility still until now, even on that lower price that we got yesterday. If we go to the daily, here we go. So if we go to the daily, the only bearish scenario that we have here is, yesterday I explained it but very fast, is that we have here a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or possible W, X, Y. Okay? It could be W, X, and Y, sorry like that. However, this is corrective. Now, in case that we are bearish and we are going down for lower prices, that means this has turned into 3 waves towards the upside. Right? Then we have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then we are looking for a wave C towards the downside, right? This is Elliott Wave, regular flat. Now, let's look at our wave towards the downside. Sorry for the ads by TradingView. So, looking at this wave, the only way to count this, I cannot count here a 1, 2. First, because the 2 has touched the 886. Touching the 886 first tells that, okay, the price soon or later is gonna take this higher high again. Okay, so this is for the first wave. Second wave, if I'm gonna consider this is also a 1, 2 because it looks impulsive, gonna consider 1, 2 again. The 2 again has touched the 886 of this one. That means the price wants to take this price again. That means this 886 wants to take this price again, right? We have several 886 besides this one as well, right? So many 886 has been touched. That's first possibility or first reason that it lowers the possibility of being bearish. Now, if that is 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we got another 1, 2 here, okay. That looks impulsive, but I cannot really count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In case this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then okay, 1, 2 again, that lowers so much the possibility. More than 3 1, 2s would lower so much the possibility. Therefore, whether we see directly a breakdown under this low, whether or there is no bearish scenario. There is no touch of 886 anymore. It should break the 886 and it should break directly the low and continue towards the downside. This is the only chance for a bearish scenario, by the way. If that did not happen, that means we cannot be bearish. I will tell you why, other than these reasons, that lowers the possibility. Now, let's say this is a finished zigzag. Okay? Now, we have another finished wave here, and it looks already like A, B, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like a running flat, right? If you remember, running flat finishes almost with 5 waves, almost in the middle of the flat. possible running flat. If it is not a possible running flat, let's consider that, okay, this is an expanding flat, right? With a wave B towards the downside, A, B, C. We are looking for a C towards the upside. What is the possible way to get a wave C towards the upside without, with this price action, this big price action? What is the only way? Because wave C should be 5 waves towards the upside. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a diagonal, right? Which opens for us this scenario. We have ABC. We are looking for another A, B, and expanding flat as wave C is diagonal, contracting diagonal towards the upside, hitting exactly the fibs, even touching the 886, by the way. The diagonal, wave 2, is allowed to touch even the 886. Therefore, even if we touch the 886, we are still have another bullish scenario here for a wave C for an expanding flat. An expanding flat means that we finished A, B, and a C, right? A, B, and a C, expanding flat. And we are still looking for one more structure to finish this wave 4. Because it is impossible, not allowed, to finish a structure wave with just 2 structure, a correction wave with 2 structure. Especially when it is complex. A complex structure is made always of 3 structures. Therefore, we are looking after finishing W, X, Y. In that way, it's gonna combine all these structures, all these 3 structures to form 3 waves W, X, Y. The only structure that it is available after finishing a wave C is having again a zigzag. Then we have double zigzag, where complex structure, right? Double zigzag, and inside, in between, a wave X as a flat. So we have this connection between a one zigzag here and another zigzag there. A double zigzag WXY structure. So that is very likely, because if we couldn't, if we don't go higher, okay, it is impossible even to go down without breaking this. So whether we break this low directly, okay, or it should go higher. There is no other possibility. Okay? We should go high, of course, to range for longer time in this wave 4. Now I'm gonna show you one more thing, which is very, very interesting for this. So if I have my scenario here, look at the wave Y. If it finished exactly here on time, after calculation of time, look at this wave 4 over wave 3. So if you take here the time from the wave, this is wave 3, so 1, 2, 3, okay? And we say, okay, wave 4 time over the wave 3, look how much time that the wave 4 can range. It can range until even more than this. It can range even to the 2.618. Imagine that this impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 is still very, very normal to range for months until February 2025. That's very possible. And the more than this that I want to show you is, if I open now my weekly analysis, if you remember, this analysis was the acceleration, yes, was the acceleration channel. Look at the channel. Look at the price of the Y where it can end. Exactly still ranging inside this blue channel first, right? Inside this blue channel. I'm gonna go zoom in for you to see it, guys, and lower the things on my screen. I know it's too much messy, but yes. As you can see, the blue lines, the channel of the correction, it can still ranging inside it, and even inside this white channel during the wave 4 time, and finishing a wave Y here, finishing this structure, and then moving up for a wave 5. By the way, I have to mention to you that if this happened for a wave 4, when it ranged like this so long time, with complex structure, just yeah, you have to expect a very explosive wave 5 towards the upside. Explosive, I mean like a very extended wave 5. That means it's gonna be like boof, over 120k. When this happens, based on Elliott Wave theory, most possibility is that wave 5 is gonna be very, very extended towards the upside. Okay? Because the correction took so much longer time, and yeah, it might just make an explosion after it. Okay? So just to let you know, this is the first scenario, but this is the most possible scenario now. The second scenario that I would like to show you is also a double zigzag. In this double zigzag, it is a little bit different. It's the same structure. We start a zigzag, then an X, but here the X has finished as running flat. So rather than wave C move diagonal towards the upside, wave C is considered finished. Okay? And this is your X here. Okay? Which is very low possibility, by the way, because running flat are very rare. However, it happens much more often for an X, for a wave X. Now, so what we are looking for is a double zigzag, right? If we are looking here for a zigzag, our impulse from yesterday do not show us yet a 4-5 to say that this looks like an impulse. Okay? It's still looking now as 3 waves towards the downside. Very corrective, by the way. And if that is very corrective, that means we are looking towards the upside. However, if we don't get a 4-5, then this possibility is out. The only one left is the first one. If we get a 4-5, then okay, we have start our zigzag towards the downside. We get a lower low. We finish exactly the wave C of a zigzag, exactly on time with the wave C, Y. And both have the same, by the way, fib level. 1-to-1 for wave Y is almost 44,800. 1-to-1 for a wave C as a zigzag is 44,200. Very, very close targets, very close in time, in targets, and also in shape. Of course, we still need a 4-5, which is possible to have it, right? Therefore, if we get lower, I think here where the buyers are going crazy again, are entering the market in very high volatility and very high volume, and then move up towards the upside. So in case of a bearish scenario, this is your bearish scenario as well. This is your most bearish scenario. What is funny about it is, if we open again the weekly chart here, weekly analysis, and if we look again at our acceleration channel, it's still gonna range inside it. Zigzag, finishing almost around the channel. Of course, it can go out. Normally it does. It go out and then it gets in again, which is the most normal thing that it can do. The funny thing is that both targets, 121, 121 for wave Y and wave C, did not touch the 0.618 of a wave 4. Going down to this level, to the extreme point of a wave 4, where it gets invalidated, not touching it, just turning on the fib levels, getting inside the channel again, and starting our wave 5 is the most tricky, psychological, I would say, scenario that a market can do, where all the bears are just celebrating, right? Just in the middle of the celebration of hitting 20,000, the things turn over and goes up. This is market. This is exactly typical psychological market that it can do for the traders. So this is what I want to explain, guys. This is your most bearish scenario. In case we are bearish, it's still bullish. Okay, so it is short-term bearish, but it's still bullish. We can hit the 44,000, but it's still, wave 4 is still valid, and the impulse is still valid as well. So these are the things that I want to share with you guys. Now, for me, is a little bit also maybe much more possible this one, where we go a little bit higher, because that is, yeah, I mean, that it should be go higher, because there is some volume, of course, now creating balance. However, if more sellers enter for a wave 5 here, it might be finishing this zigzag towards the downside. Okay, so finishing three structure, and then, okay, moving towards the upside. So this one is longer in time, of course, while this WXY is faster in time, right? Yeah, we can go higher again this year, of course, on November. So this is the things. These are what I want to share with you today in a deep analysis. I don't want to move further than this, but these are your biggest scenarios now for a bearish scenario. However, as I said, for an expanding flat here, it is very, very expanding diagonal. It's very rare to have this pattern, okay, as an expanding diagonal. It is perfectly, by the way, because expanding diagonal can hit the 886, can hit the 121. It should be higher, by the way. It should be higher than this is the minimum. It has just touched the minimum, and again the minimum. So therefore, also it's it's not really expanded, right? Because it should look like this. Okay, it's like a fan, but it didn't look like so. Yeah. So what I want to share with you also that it cannot be impulsive. Okay, if this looks, I don't know if that looks like impulsive. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is, this is your wave 4. It's not allowed to be impulsive, so that also lower possibilities for it. Okay, because we have wave 4 impulsive, it also can be lower possibility for an expanding diagonal. Besides that, it is one of the most rare patterns that you might see. So these are the things. 1-2s also are very low because of the 886 and the multiple time of 1-2s, and also like here you don't see any 1-2, right? You see directly just one wave towards the downside without touching the 0.38 fib level. Therefore, the possibilities to really be so much bearish is very, very low. One more thing I would like to share finally in this deep analysis is the parabolic cycle, where I want to show you as well the scenarios of the sideways that it can goes so far until here to finish, right? And then move up for our wave 5 hitting it on time, right? Because wave 5, by the way, to start on time is here. We have still a lot of time to finish this wave 5. So therefore, it might go in sideways, going up here, finishing exactly on the parabolic curve here, our impulse as mentioned before, which it looks perfect for me. So this was it, guys. I hope that you like this analysis and you find it helpful. If we are bearish now, you know the scenario. If we are bullish, also you have the scenarios. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comment, and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.